FY versus Team Liquid. Game 1.
All the shakers right here.
Yep. This has really been the theme that we've been seeing again and again and again out of Team Liquid. It's a Wisp Coddle ban, which immediately gives them first pick Earthshaker. GH is 9-1 on Earthshaker.
They actually get the Coddle as well.
The draft is going to go super. Whoa. These teams are so well prepared for this match.
Well, looks like GH is not on Earthshaker.
They first banned Necrophos. That was actually an issue that we saw too. And Liquid picked it up in the first phase a lot. Allowed them to push Icon early. Countered a lot of the heavy physical damage, Magnus, and other strats that we've seen coming out from some of the Chinese teams.
LFY making the conscious decision to not only give Team Liquid one of their favorite heroes, but to give them two of their favorite heroes.
I really like that because, as we've seen before, like the other teams have been trying to give them one of them, but now they're trying something new. They want to...
Yeah, they didn't just give them one and take the other. They said, no, you can have them both.
Yeah.
Let's see what you can do with this.
This is might be a little bit better for them too, because now they actually know what hero Mind Control is going to play. Because they usually pick up their two supports very early on, and now Mind Control being on the Shaker very likely makes the safe lane decision a little bit easier for them. LGD.Forever Young also run this combo that we haven't seen too much on the main stage, the Lich Doom, that Inflame has just been running at people, and some of the other players put it. Does it with Nature's Prophet and the Doom.
What makes the Lich Doom combo so potent?
Well, firstly, Doom's not particularly strong at the early levels, so he can actually pull the wave back, and Doom can also roam into the jungle and eat creeps and not really lose that much in the lane because Lich can sit there. Also, Doom has trouble with armor, and Lich helps that a lot. Aside from that, they just built Doom incredibly tanky and use him as a vision hero, much like other teams would use Night.
We've seen a little bit of Bristleback, but the games where Bristleback has failed, I feel like he hasn't had Lich on his team. I think when we see Lich and Bristle together with the addition of that ice armor, Bristle becomes a whole different kind of hero. Doom is kind of similar in that regard because he's so tanky. The effectiveness from Lich's ice armor is utilized so much more.
And Bristle is also something that Liquid has been playing together with the Call, but now, as Peter said before, they already have the Shaker, so... And Shaker most likely won't go mid, I guess. I mean, it can go mid, but it's not really the miracle hero, I would say.
Yeah, I think up against the Lich, I think Liquid should try and probably keep Miracle away from that lane, you know, wherever it might be. So having some flexibility in terms of laning phase would be good. The puck could easily go to any lane, though.
LFY's turn to pick.
LFY is really targeting like these heroes that Liquid has been playing around with the Necrophos and now Husker as well. And
I think it's the right approach. Really just getting team specific. You know, this is, you know, we're worried about you know, picking these heroes with your 4th and 5th picks and just eliminating them and not having that kind of like scare factor.
I guess Lycan is the only hero left that Liquid has really been playing a lot that isn't banned. Other than that, then they have been playing the Necrophos a lot on Matumba Man.
Yeah, I like that Necrophos ban. We've seen Liquid play that a bunch of times, and they're winning games for like 20 minutes. Just so much sustain, and so much. That hero is so strong in lane.
LFY also has the advantage of
Liquid's turn to pick.
having so much information about Team Liquid drafts. It's seen them in so many different ways.
There we go. We have Afu picking up the Earth Spirit.
One of the most notable plays of the tournament coming out from him with the Aegis steal. It's pretty epic.
Who did the rock and the
Kaka.
Yeah, that was awesome too.
Two Earth Spirit plays.
It's a very high finesse hero, right? If you're really good at it, it'll show.
High skill cap.
And if you're really bad, it also shows, right?
10 seconds remaining.
It's not my.
I've seen that before.
It's not my hero.
Kuroko's also getting one of his signature heroes here, the Rubik. He hasn't played that much this tournament, right?
No, not very much at all. And then that'll be. I think I've seen him play at least once though, and he played great.
He used to be one of the best Rubik players as well in the past.
He might still be, but he was regarded as like the best Rubik player for quite a while.
Yeah.
Team Liquid.
But that's some nice instantaneous disable up against Puck. Makes him a little less elusive.
These two cores with Puck and Nyx is super good against both Call and Rubik. They can jump in and kill one of them straight away with Infest Bomb.
Yeah, GH on his Call, you know, we always talk about the Aghanim Scepter, but he actually almost every single game goes for a 4-staff first. With that Puck Dream Coil, with the Nake's Bomb, you know, Caudle can 4-staff away, but he's going to get stunned, and they'll be able to catch up to him.
I mean, the Puck Lifestealer combo we've seen before. Not run with Puck mid and Lifestealer safe lane, but actually having that last pick be another huge farming hero like Alchemist. We've seen that.
Yeah, Lifestealer can act as almost like a semi-core. He doesn't need to be this hero that takes everything. He works pretty well in dual carry pairings.
I think he's one of the one position's carry of choice versus keeper. You don't have to worry about the mana leak or the blinding light as a life stealer. It's very, very nice not to have to worry about that. Normally, you just have to get BKB or MKB, usually both versus keeper going into the late game.
What are some carries from Liquid that you might like from or up against LGD? I thought maybe Matoma could play Terrorblade, but that's a little bit out of his norm this tournament.
Lycan, I would say, is because it pairs up quite good against the Nikes.
Yeah. Yeah, Lycan would make a lot of sense here.
Troll's also pretty good.
Troll as well. Yeah, Miracle could still play Troll.
BKB hero seems very good versus our first three.
Yeah, definitely. Until Puck gets Ags.
Yeah. So I wonder if Super's going to be playing the Puck. Do you think it's going to be Super Puck or Enflame Puck? Because right now they don't really have great tower hitters.
They have last picks, so I think that they're going to leave that as an option.
It feels like that it's best to have it on the offlane when it's with Nike, because if you have it mid, like you really want to get this dagger and then go with the Nikes to get a kill. But if both your mid lane and your safe lane is like out ganking somewhere, it's quite obvious.
Bloodseeker, been a very popular pick just late in the tournament. Newbee showing great success with it up in winners, knocking LFY down with it.
He's a pretty solid hero against Lifestealer. I feel like it's not that bad for Lifestealer. Because he can just kind of sit there and man fight, and even if he's running around hitting people, he's still life-stealing.
Infest as well to try to dodge the rupture.
I think you'll almost always get the jump on the Bloodseeker rather than the other way around, though. I think with the Lifestealer, it's pretty nice.
Yeah, he's gonna stay hidden.
But yeah, Liquid getting a little bit pushed out of what they have been mostly comfortable playing.
Yeah, most of the times when they've been playing this Coddle, they have this push lineup with Necrophos or Lycan, so they just wait for GH to get his Ags and then they just push during the day. But here is a more like team fight oriented lineup with a Bloodseeker.
Fury on the final ban, getting rid of mind controls, or I guess.
It's pretty interesting that they think it's going to be a mid shaker.
Yeah, yeah. Well, regardless, Furion is one of Liquid's best heroes. It would pair decently well with the Bloodseeker in terms of like what carries you need to win the game. Lots of building damage, some split push, some catch. All good things.
Team Liquid taking their time with their final pick.
Yeah, they've got a ban here, and then they have to pick immediately. And they've got to think, what's another hero we want up against Lifestealer, or do we already have enough with the Bloodseeker? They could still go for
Team Liquid's turn to LFY's.
All right, Lone Druid.
He's a hero that's been banned against Team Liquid very high percentage of the time. Wisp, Coddle, Lone Druid, I think are the most frequent against them, and a Sniper.
Choose your hero.
So it looks like it will be Sniper mid and Puck probably in off lane.
Team Liquid is actually lacking quite a bit of gap close for that Sniper. They don't really have anybody that's going to be able to get on top of him.
They have a Sniper them like Cells with a Lone Druid, right?
Oh, that's true, but he sometimes plays Radiance. Fair.
Yeah.
The right, well,
do the like range build a couple of times as well.
It's time to get game one underway. It is the first of the games of the final day of TI7.
Welcome to the floor of Key Arena. We are here in Seattle. 24, nearly $25 million in prize money available at this TI, and 18 million almost of them to be claimed today. But Bloomy, this is the day when legends are born and stories are written or end prematurely. Liquid facing LFY, Newbee waiting as the final bosses in the grand finals. This crowd is already very into it.
We got one of the most amazing crowd here out of all Dota lands. I speak for everyone that we just want to see good Dota, but that's boring.
We don't want to see good Dota. We want to see beautiful Dota.
Perfect Dota is what we're looking for today. But before we get into that, let's get some cheer for LFY. Let's hear it, guys.
And of course, it is an aquatic themed TI, so I think we'd be remiss if we didn't see how many Liquid fans are in the house.
Team Liquid getting that home crowd advantage. Maybe a little bit, but
Maybe a little, but only a little, and what they maybe lack in numbers here at the venue, they certainly make up for with the volume department, as the LFY fans are very anxious to see their team advance. So we get into the Dota now, Lumi. We can talk a bit about these picks. Mr. Ho-Ho-Ha-Ha coming through again. We saw him yesterday.
already getting a little triggered. And it is some interesting laning here coming out from Team Liquid. We see Matumba Man posting up on the mid lane. His matchup is going to be super for now on the sniper, although it looks like there might be a little bit of scouting and perhaps lane switching. And of course, we also have LFY going offensive up on the top lane. This lane, though, Team Liquid has already scouted out with a observer ward by the Secret Shop. So I think Team Liquid is happy with how the lanes are going. As I say that, though, it seems like there is some lane rotation going up the other way as well. What do you think is kind of the best lane matchup? I feel like they want to actually have the Puck versus the Earthshaker matchup, and it looks like Team Liquid is going to get that.
For me, I look at LFY, and it's maybe less about the matchups. It's more so about the rotations. Will Afu find those early openings to set them up for success? He has been hugely impactful on the Earth Spirit, and probably the same thing for Liquid here, with the Rubik potentially being able to rotate around, set up some early kills, with potentially a Fissure to follow that up. But for now, at least, it is going to be the Lone Druid versus Sniper showdown. And this has been a hallmark of Team Liquid and their versatility coming into play, where Matumba Man can sit in that middle lane as a Broodmother, a Lone Druid. They are not fixated on having him in like a traditional safe lane, every game, one position type of role.
Yeah, the big difference is that I think this Lone Druid is very gankable in the mid lane, especially to a hero like Earth Spirit. Sure, you might not kill him in the first gank, but definitely a lot of harass that's going to be coming through. Meanwhile, on the bottom side of the map, Inflame is just having a really tough time. Just eats fissures, eats a ton of right click. I think GH got like 6 to 7 right clicks on that puck. Has a phase available, but
simultaneously, Miracle also struggling, but the beauty of the Bloodseeker is you just get a few last hits and you'll be right back in it. As Afu looks to equalize the score, gives Mind Control some early harass, but he also takes punishment from Gandalf.
yeah,
GH getting a lot of early harass in.
this is actually going to be a big problem. As soon as Bloodseeker turns level 2 up on the top lane, he is going to have access into Thirst. And suddenly, I think LFY top lane might crumble a little bit thanks to the big boost of movement speed as well.
They are getting aggressive here. Miracle going in on DDC. Liquid looking for the first blood. The Frost Armor is going to save him, it looks like, but at the same time, Monet unable to punish fully here. Frost Armor certainly will be quite the nuisance for the Lone Druid, for the Bloodseeker, as this game moves along. So a duel here top. Seems like Monet is getting that edge and harass, but just one quick change of auto attacks, Miracle will be right back in it.
Miracle seems to be struggling in terms of the last hit department right now. Of course, the Lich is a big part of that, and every time he does come in for that last hit, just eats at least 2 to 3 right clicks from the Lich as well as the Lifestealer. So they're doing a good job to slow him down.
Our first runes of the game spawning, just an illusion top for now. Super still holding mid, and so far this mid lane looking relatively even. So while we have a moment here, Lumi, let's talk about the Sniper pick. Why Sniper, do you think, for LFY, and how good is he going to be in this game? It's not a hero we see all that frequently.
Well, there's not a really good way for Team Liquid to gap close. I mean, you have Blink Shaker, maybe the Rubik could get close with the lift, but apart from that, if Sniper's position is good enough, he's just going to sit in the back line and just snipe people non-stop every day. So it's a great Sniper pick. I think Rupture could get close, but Miracle needs to really come in from some awkward angle to actually catch the Sniper.
Yeah, maybe we'll see a Shadow Blade here at some point on the Earthshaker. Those mobility items normally are common. Is Inflame. Bit of a juke here on GH. Gonna try to pressure him on the back of this. He's gonna have an orb pulling down soon. This could be the first blood. The Fissure comes through. Well, it might be the first blood the other way. Inflame's gotta get the hell out of there. Nice dodge with the phase shift. Now Mind Control still pursuing him through the trees. Looking for the Enchant Totem connection. Not gonna find it. Dangerous moments as that Earth Spirit could be rolling in any second. He's actually gonna roll away. That will send the Keeper packing back to the base, at least for now.
Something I touched on earlier is it's about the rotation, but so far we haven't seen too much of it. It's a true 1v1 in the mid lane, which is quite rare in the current metagame. And I gotta say, Super is definitely holding his own. Normally, the Lone Druid gets a lot stronger at level 5 because your bear gets to now root people, but I think Sniper is one of the better heroes against that because you just get to stay so far back. Whenever the bear comes even close, you get to harass. In fact, the bear has to make the walk of shame into the fountain to regen, so this is looking pretty good.
Quick fountain trip for him. So far, so good for the Sniper. Of course, with the Lich, if there's no kills, you should be passively winning your lane. That said, the Lifestealer's slightly down on CS, so pretty early days here, but relatively even start thus far. No major advantage being accrued by either team. Does feel like it's going to come down to some of these rotations. Where does that first rupture go? Are they able to find a puck pick-off with the Dream Coil? Maybe the supports, the dual ES initiator type heroes can get involved. We'll see. But
I mean,
everyone pretty content to stay in their lanes. Inflame is going to have to silence mind control. They get fissured up a bit. An off-lane Shaker, though, still looking to apply the pressure. Phase shift comes through, but he still gets clipped by the light. Not quite enough damage just yet, but the pressure is there, and this puck is constantly running low on regen. Same time, he is CSing well, so he's able to afford some additional when necessary.
You know, you say passive game is good for the Lich, but at the same time, as an Earth Spirit team, you definitely want to be able to convert some of your early rotation to kills. And this particular top board that Team Liquid has placed is making it tough for Afu to...
It's not going to see this Earth Spirit coming in, though. He's creeping around in the woods. We find the opening. Bloodseeker is a possible kill, but not easy. He already has a pretty decent move speed as of now, so
if you could
still
catch
kind of
him,
hesitant.
If you can catch him with Blood Rage on as he comes in for the last hit, as he has now, maybe.
They don't have a whole lot
Open
to
Wound
save, though,
starting
so
up.
they've got to time this just right. And Miracle dueling it out with Monet. They're going to try and save that Boulder Smash, rolling forward. And now Miracle getting stunned up. He's a little bit too fast, though, because in the bottom lane, they're diving the puck. The puck may end up going down in flame. While they don't get the kill, they also save this top lane through the power of the Thirst, the Fissure, nearly bringing in flame down.
Yeah, it was a very lucky break for Miracle. As they started going on the puck, the HP of puck lowers and lowers, activating that Thirst, giving that movement speed that he needed to get out of the gank. Very, very slow early game, despite the fact that both teams are aggressively looking for that first blood.
We've seen some of those early rotations, not yet netting kills. Now Matumba Man getting aggressive on Super. The power of the entangling claws can leave the sniper vulnerable, especially if a rotation comes in. They'll need to keep vision up for Super. He'll have to be very, very careful about his positioning, because look who's coming from behind.
It's only
GH creeps.
level 1. Oh, he's going to assassinate the bear.
Oh, he wants that kill. Super
300
does
gold.
get it. That's an easy 300, but maybe the punish can come now. Liquid will trade this for first blood to roll in from Apu. Two-hero connection. First blood to LFY. Bear's down. Now the hero's down. And Kuro might drop as well. Super wants to back away. Ho-ho. Haha.
He's fine.
He's
got
out
a
of
sal.
there.
Yeah, first blood. They got the
even
bear.
force the mind control TP. That is the ultimate coup here for LFY. On top of that, Afu snags the bounty. Talk about a good start, Lumi.
Oh, for sure. Just look at the net worth differential. Sniper is about 1,000 net worth ahead of the Lone Druid off the bear kill, off the double kill, and the first blood. He's having a beautiful game.
Nearly 1,000 gold up on the Low Druid, where it was dead even before that. That is a massive exchange. See how Liquid are able to respond now. Does have to resummon. Tumba Man wants a little bit of vengeance here, but Super just calmly plinking away on El Doge. Keeps on punishing it under tower.
And just now, we saw the weakness of Team Liquid's draft, where you got the Keeper, you got the Rubik. Neither of those are really good rotation heroes, you know? They
Right, you'd
come in
love-
very slowly, they don't have a lot of burst damage or disable.
You'd love to see the Bloodseeker come, but Miracle's actually only level 4.
That's a Lich for you.
Because of the Lich, even though he CS relatively fine, so no Rupture available. The only other hero that can rotate is the Shaker, and that's a big investment, bringing your offlaner away and just freeing up that bottom lane for the puck. So LFY, it seems like kind of hinging on the sniper and the early movements of Afu have been able to gain an early advantage here. But as mentioned, it is early, only 7 minutes in. We still haven't seen Liquid ramp up. So many times, Lumi, they've even been very far behind, and then all of a sudden, GH gets that Aghanim Scepter and things completely change. So definitely don't write Liquid off by any means.
I think even as he's working towards Ags, with the draft that LFY has, they can actually apply a ton of pressure. But look at this power jungling that's coming out from GH in the jungle. Stacks multiple camps, one Illuminate hits both. I mean, that force stab is coming really soon.
This guy's a tunnel god.
Yeah, that's how you do it, boys.
Already level 4. He's basically there with Miracle, which is probably not what Liquid wanted, but they'll be happy that GH has his good start nonetheless.
He is missing some of the experience that he's gaining from the left camp, but you know, for Kato, he's worried about gold. Okay, here comes Afu. He
Opposite's
steals some of
great.
this.
I'll have some of these. Leeching it up. Might even be able to steal more. And in comes the rotation. They don't want Afu to get this for free. Lone Druid flanking him from behind. Up the ramp comes Doge, rolling away to the right, and a TP out. No chance of stopping Afu. The Shaker currently at the tier 1, too far to rotate. Could be an ongoing issue for Liquid until these until the Shaker and the Rubik get some items. They don't have that many ways to cancel these TPs.
Yeah.
Maybe a lucky route, but the bear has to get there.
LD, would you say this is one of the most successful Lich game we see? We haven't seen him give away early kills.
He just got to sit in a lane, deny creeps, and didn't die.
It's like a very slow...
That's successful as far as what you want to do as a lane.
Yeah, and look at Miracle's level, right? As we see the bear just having a ton of issues on the mid lane.
It's almost in that assassinate kill range.
Look at the level differential. You have a level 5 Bloodseeker to a level 9 sniper in the mid lane that's just blinking away.
And that's just a hard matchup in general, right? Like, as Bloodseeker, you have to run in. You know, you don't normally see the hero build like anything that lets you jump, and even if you do, the sniper's probably going to win the man fight with this kind of an advantage. So Miracle's going to have his work cut out for him as LFY look to set up. Afu lurking on the high ground. DDC has the chain frost. They can go for this. Boulder smash off the mark. They still lob it in. Will it bounce back? It does. They need a little more damage, though. He also whiffed there on the roll forward, and Miracle scoots away. Easy dodge for him. Still the pressure, though, Lumi. Despite the failed kill, they could force him back for a little bit, and they could pressure this tower with the Lifestealer. But Liquid looks like they might want to try to contest this. They're thinking about it. They've given that bottom lane to GH. They have rotated mind control very early on the Shaker. Freeze up mid. Where Matumba Man starts to work on the tier 1. Bounty Road spawning. LFY gonna TP Sniper back to mid. Mask of Madness already complete. Just so difficult to punish this Sniper with all the mobility he has now, but GH is gonna try, just blasting him from the side. He shrugs it off.
Yeah, he's got the regen from the Mask of Madness as well, so he's not too worried about that. I really love this build. The mobility is going to help out against a team that can't immediately jump on you.
Afu, nice silence there. They were thinking about an Echo Slam commitment. It won't be possible. All the while, Monet quietly farming on the top lane. And so things obviously going really well for LFY Lumi. The puck catching up nicely. They have the threat of the infest bombs later on this game.
Oh, that thought out the level 6 Bloodseeker. Guess where he's going on the mid lane? Can he get close enough for that rupture?
Super has already spent his gold, so it'll be as minimal as possible damage-wise, but in the bottom lane, in Flame, looking to bring GH down. The orb comes through, beautiful connection. Scores the kill, but they might get the trade. They need to kill this sniper off. Rupture, flipped, into the claws, stands his ground. He will fall. Super down for the count, and no ability to punish with that puck coil committed.
Flame ports back in.
Even getting rooted here.
It's fine.
Well, John Wayne, meanwhile, top. Dive in from Afu. They see the opening. Shaker has the Echo ready, but LFY bringing in the Lifestealer. Boulder smash through. Could go for the rage play. Will they have the damage to bring him down? There is a Chain Frost. Might just want to lob it in. No, the silence time just right. LFY leave no stone unturned as they take down the Shaker.
EDC will pour it out from that Blood Rage. Yep, he's out. The Blood Right, rather. And everyone gets out clean.
Back and forth exchanges around the map. They do kill the Sniper, but again, he had already spent his gold. He's still over 1,000 up on the Lone Druid.
In fact, look at the net worth. All 3 of LFY.
They're moving on to Miracle here. Open wounds to start. Rolling Boulder forward, and now Afu commitment with the kick. Scores the Miracle kill. Oh,
one more hit. They will get it.
Gets him again. This is not the kind of Bloodseeker game that we've seen on the road to the finals.
Not over yet. Mid lane Puck has an Invis Room. He scouts out Matumba Man. Coil is available.
This is not a solo kill.
Yeah, he needs a Sniper to be nearby, but Sniper, it's like, I'm going to sit in the mid lane.
If Matumba Man comes back to mid, perhaps they do go for that, but instead there's a dire scan bottom. They're going to rotate that way. They maybe dodge the skank and get a tower. Still, as good as the game's been for LFY early, they've yet to take a tower down.
There's a lot of teleport scroll on the side of LFY. They could just coil and pour it in. There is the one.
Do they want to, though? It's already too late. Tower's down, but maybe they can at least
Sniper's
get the kill. But Matumba Man caught out. Could be another death for the Bear. Tries for the TP. Not going to happen. Matumba falls once more, and still LFY grabbing their own tower in the top lane. So they do answer back. A 1-for-1 tower trade, but the kills, those precious kills, are all going LFY's way.
This is a fairly common sight for Team Liquid. Whenever they run the combo, they do struggle in the laning stage. They do tend to fall a little bit behind in terms of kills, towers, and net worth. But as soon as that Axe comes online, you know, the team just roars back.
Yeah, he does love to go for the Force Staff first and then into the Axe. Just get that utility item to help your team. As they converge on the bottom lane here, they're trying to set up. Looking for the Shaker pickoff in Flame with the rolling boulder. Beautiful connection, but the interruption might come through. First, committing the Earthshake
Assassinate.
ultimate. Assassinate finishes the job. A little bit of extra damage. All they need. Apu will fall. Sniper has to back away as he watches the Fairy Dragon get shredded. And while that was all happening a bit earlier in the mid lane, GH did deny the tower. So that was another tower down for LFY, but the gold will be diminished.
Yeah, that was a critical death here on the puck. He's so close to the Blink Dagger, sitting at 1500 after the death. Had he actually made it out from that gank, that would have been really good for LFY. Instead, 2-for-1 trade. Good recovery here from Team Liquid. But the question is, what are they doing for this sniper? Like, he is just free farming. Nobody's actually successful at ganking him, apart from that one gank on the mid lane. I don't think that's enough here to slow down Super.
Is there a point for you this game, Lumi, where Sniper kind of enters God mode? You know, where he's just so strong that no one can get in range of him? Like, we have seen those Sniper games, especially back in the old ho-ho-ha-ha days, where he just would sit back with a Mascabatus, BKB, a couple of key items, and someone walks towards him to initiate, he just kills them before they even get in range.
I think it will be super hard for him to get to that point. Hold that thought, Afu finds GH. Good force that, but he's up on a cliff. Do they actually know that? They dropped the one.
Yes,
Chain
sir,
Frost
they
is there.
certainly do. The blinding light is there, pushing them away. And Monet tries to claw at him somehow. Those paws reaching up the cliff. The invest from distance. Monet, that was a beautiful piece of art. Gets the kill. Can they push now? They want to group up mid, and with the Keeper of the Light down, seems like they're thinking about it, but they also have to deal with this pressure coming bottom. It's been shoved in. And Liquid are responding with a double Midas here. The Lone Druid Midas, I believe, just been picked up. Now going towards the Radiance, has about 900 gold banked already towards it. And Miracle also closing in on his own recipe, so Liquid definitely hoping to slow this game down, but Mind Control, he could be the sacrificial lamb. The Shaker rumbles into this top lane. The ward was planted down. Mind Control, Fissure, but now he's got nothing left to save him. Rolling forward or off the mark, but they don't even need it. Kill secured. Tower will stay up, at least for now.
Yeah, critical kills on these Blink Dagger buyers. Shaker was at 1400, now down to 12. Meanwhile, Puck, just
Very
about 100
close
gold.
to me.
Yeah.
Kuro will get the deny here. GH does have the Force Staff ready, but still the coil is
They got
available.
coil ready, yeah.
They can go for this. The coil could even hit too, but Kuro's there with
Kick, oh my
Blink
God.
Man. Abu, he shoots. Will he score? The blinding light comes through. Now the assassinate. Orb will connect, and down goes GH. The tower now in jeopardy as LFY looking for that next objective. The Frost Armor lets Super tank it up, already completing the Dragonlance, so the range increases. We talked about the gap close problem for Liquid. It's only exacerbated with these item selections.
Yeah, I guess these silver linings that you have Rupture, so defensive force staffs on the sniper is not as useful, but still, that's assuming you get close enough.
They're gonna fight.
That Rupture.
They're gonna fight. LFY moving in. Bear coming forward. And now Liquid continue to chase Arnie.
Roar.
One TP out. Savage Roar won't find him. Lich waltzing away, floating back to safety. And still Liquid are committing for this.
I think
they're not going to find anyone. Oh, maybe they get the Lich. Maybe they get the Lich.
Oh, they don't. Dude,
Even if they
so
do,
fast.
even if they do, what does it really matter?
Yeah. He is level 8, fairly high level hero for position 5. But I think the most impressive thing is that LFY is able to get so much towers without losing their own, right? You're playing against a Lone Druid, and despite of that, they have lost one tier 1 tower, and they're applying so much pressure across the map. I think this has definitely slowed down GH's Aghanim Scepter quite a bit. He's only closing in to the point booster. The team isn't really good at stealing Roche. They're not very good at taking towers, well, in a kind of straight up siege fight right now, so.
Is this the way Liquid wanted to execute their draft? Do you see them as a lineup that wants to sit back, go double Midas, just kind of farm and dodge fights?
No, I think they definitely expected a lot more out of the laning stage. The Midas on the Bloodseeker is a reaction to the fact that he's so under-leveled.
Converging on top. They're trying to catch out the Shaker. Mind Control's there with the Fissure, but in comes the Chain Frost. Out goes the Magnetize. Again, Apu on point with these kicks. Takes the Shaker down once more. Still no blink. We've seen blinks as early as like that 13, 14 minute mark. If you go back to that XXS
Yeah.
Off-lane Shaker game.
Most support positions, when they have a good game, they find it around 15, 16, but you know, this is a very tough game for him. And he's got, to me, a decent lane matchup.
Infest Bomb is hunting. GH is going to be caught. There's the coil to jump. And another kill. LFY continue to punish. You mentioned the importance of Blink Dagger, and it's just LFY able to constantly pounce here now.
And the thing is, LFY is able to do this without having any vision into the Radiant jungle, or Dire jungle, excuse me. Team Liquid is going to get spooked. He's like, how are they seeing us? Where are they constantly finding us? They might need to go into D-ward, but there are no wards to be dewarded. As this is happening, LFY continues to apply pressure.
They're converting these into tower kills. The tier 2s are now both down mid and top. It, in theory, opens the way for Roche. Though you do look at LFY and say how they're not a very fast Roche team, Newbee. No Midas armor here. They're tanky with the Frost armor, but it's something that Liquid could potentially respond to.
Yeah, Monet is also not working for a Desolator, which you sometimes see. I think objectively, they're just looking to kill people and apply pressure as opposed to, you know, taking buildings.
Not again. Miracle. Not again. Miracle trapped out once more. LFY, no mercy. Throws in a wayward rupture, but in flame, shrugs it off.
Does not care. Well, Team Liquid needs to resort to split push. And that's kind of what they're doing. They do have some very good vision in the enemy jungle. In fact, this one will scout out super. Do they have enough to get the skill? They need this skill.
He's out a bit far, but he slowly works his way back to the left. And Liquid are too scared to walk down that hill. You compare it to game 2 yesterday, Lumi, where that was the no-fly zone for their opponents, but they don't have that Broodmother infestation. They don't have the 11, 12K net worth advantage. And they don't really have the reliable initiation.
Yeah. The Blink Shaker is so important, and they just don't have it.
Finally has picked it up. Mind Control just got it now. So perhaps Liquid can start making some plays.
Yeah.
This
Again,
could be the start of a comeback.
I love the vision over here. This is where they're going to live for the next couple of minutes. And if they get super once or twice, or maybe get the life stealer once or twice, they could be right back in this game. Because now your bear is also big enough where you could convert these kills into very quick tower pushes. The Relic is, to me, flying in as well on the corridor.
Liquid mustering reinforcements. At the same time, like, they have invaded this LFY jungle, but it's almost as though they don't have an alternative choice. They smoke under a ward. Liquid could catch LFY napping here as they rotate. Bear out in front. LFY keep on going, still that smoke. And Liquid retreat. Do they want to spring a trap here? They're setting up with an Illuminate. Ward's getting planted as they look to breach high ground. They're lacking the Bloodseeker for this fight, and in goes the puck. The smoke's gonna break. Orb coming through. He finds Mind Control. They get off the silence. LFY, the gift that keeps on giving. Another pick for them.
This is really reminding me of that Mind Control.
Radiant Scan even found someone bottom.
Okay, Sniper,
He's hiding
Shrapnel.
in the trees. DDC's hunting. Shrapnel coming through.
One more
Burrow
Shrapnel.
Scurrying the hell back towards
Everyone
safety.
is out.
TP, get the hell out, Liquid. The ward, meanwhile, does see that lone druid mid. And Apu is looking for a further pounce. LFY, they're the ones constantly going for these ganks, going for these initiations, and they find Matumba Man. Savage Roar's there.
Hugs coming in
Gets
here.
him back to safety. Now the Boulder Smash forced out. And now the TP's come. They do have the Shrine. This could be dangerous for LFY, and they know it. They're going to back away.
Even though these kind of moves are not really converting into kills for LFY, they are still applying a ton of pressure where GH doesn't get to stack camps, doesn't need to get to farm.
And they might just get this tower bottom. Like,
They will get it.
If they get no kills out of that sequence of events, and they will, Monet grabbing the tier 1 in the bottom lane. That's 5 towers for LFY. Liquid have taken 1.
Yeah, they're also doing a very good job to make sure that no split push is happening. That's something that Team Liquid has been very good at. Yeah, sure, they fall behind a couple of thousand gold, but then, you know, GH is across the map, pressuring your towers. And now look at the next move. LFY
They're going to
on
run
top.
into this puck up top. Starts with the silence.
Yeah, doesn't have enough by himself.
Wisely not picking that fight. Kuro instantly dewarded the lane ward mid, so LFY are playing quite a bit in the dark around this map. Only one ward, I believe, standing right now. A proud ward. Silence. Blink Orb, and now the TPs are coming in. They might take this fight. Miracle, he's committed the silence already. 3 heroes coming in. The Vest Bomb revving up. See a TP to that bottom shrine. Liquid continue to play this game of footsie, of keep away. Trying to poke and prod at LFY, but not looking for actual head-on fights, at least not yet.
Yeah, I think a slow game also benefits LFY right now as the sniper gets completely out of control. I love the medallion lich pickup. You talked about how LFY does Roshan very slowly. Now they have the option to get a quick kill with the Lifestealer Bomb and then go right into the Roshan. Take even more objective.
They're moving down mid. Bloodseeker, if he farms this next wave, could be caught. The smoke is there. It's actually broken on the Lich.
They want
They're
the
now
bear.
running forward, still committing for this. The Bear's already out of there. Liquid continuing to dodge these ganks for the most part. GH closing in on the Ags. It could be a painful time to lose him. But he hugs the tower for now. The Force Staff won't save him if the coil comes ripping through, and now the orb. Does he commit? Yes, they do. They get the coil. Silence as well, pushing himself back and away, but the raging Lifestealer chews him up, spits him out, and now the tower might just fall. LFY could be taking the last outer tower, sub 25 minutes. We've seen Liquid play these long, drawn-out games, Lumi, and prevail, but often it's from a significant advantage. Now they may be doing it from a significant deficit. They'll try to trade here. They're going to rotate 3 to the top side, maybe try and push that tower down, but I don't even know if they get it. LFY have all 5 alive, and they could commit to a defense, so perhaps LFY has their cake and eats it too.
Yeah, the puck is probably the most important person to TP back.
They are TPing, but not straight to the tower. They're lacking the coil for now. The Bear munching rapidly, looking to bring this tier 1 down, and Liquid are in position. Rolling from the sides, they commit the glyph, and now the Infest Bomb forward, trying to bring down Matumba. On the side of this fight, there was an Echo. Commitment for Super, they take him down. They couldn't kill the Bear. They lacked the firepower. LFY, finally Liquid finding their opening, but can they deal with the Lifestealer? The kick comes through, slowing the Bear down. On the backline, Kuro got picked off in the chase forward onto Miracle. Monet chewing into it, but needs a little lockdown as Afu tries to deal with Matumba Man. They're biting off more than they can chew. Finally, they will slay Miracle, and now they want Matumba Man. In comes In Flame, grabs him at the buzzer with the Yule. Another kill for LFY. A 2 for 3. But they hold the tower, Lumi.
2-5, 7K net worth lead. Checking on GH. Normally his timing to finish the Force and Ags is about 21, 22 minutes. We're closing on 26, and he's only halfway there to the Ags. We're going to see this fight one more time. They did pick off the sniper, which is pretty good at the first half of the fight, but they threw everything on the sniper. They committed the Echo Slam, they committed the Rupture, and without those spells, they just don't have enough to take the second half of the fight. There's no escape coming out from this essentially race car build from Monet, and they just chase him down.
I'm still not feeling the presence of the Bloodseekers in these fights. So often the Lifestealer just mans up on him, rages, and just doesn't care about that silence, and Bloodseeker is not really able to be a threat. Like when we saw Newbee running the hero yesterday, pretty much all the recent Bloodseeker games, he's been hugely impactful.
I mean, the difference is the fact that there is a Lich in this game. His level 6 was delayed to like, I think, a minute 11 or something. And even after he's got his level 6, the Rupture ganks, I think that was the second successful Rupture gank we've seen in about 26 minutes of gameplay.
And that was a pretty risky maneuver by LFY. TPing into the Shrine, they knew Liquid had to be going for that aggressive push as they forfeited the tower bottom. All 4 heroes were missing, so they kind of knew what they were walking into, and they still took the fight.
Yep. Well, we're closing in on a BKB on the sniper. Once he's got that, I don't think he'll die in the engagement that he just died on, so.
The way he died in that fight was he TP'd in like on the Shrine with 3 Liquid heroes behind him. If they're going for a siege, it's tougher for Liquid to get that type of flank off.
You were asking me earlier, you know, what makes Super into a Superman status on the sniper. I think this BKB will kind of tie him over to that point. But more than anything, though, it's about vision and his positioning. So far, I think Team Liquid has done a very good job in terms of the vision game, but I expect as LFY begin to siege these tier 2s and high ground, that they're going to have sufficient vision to make sure that they don't get ganked and flanked.
As you mentioned, BKB complete. We can take a look at the items coming out now for both squads. DDC grabbed a gem, has the medallion, so Roach potential is ramping up. You can see In Flame well on his way to a Linked Sphere pickup. Great tool against the Bloodseeker especially. Monet, as mentioned, did grab the Deso, now an Assault Cuirass being queued up. So across the board, LFY getting their items, even the Blink on Afu, and perhaps the most important tool for them. They have another way to initiate with these Lifestealer bombs.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. Normally, when you see a puck on the map, you're like, okay, you know, we're safe to farm, because puck is the most reliable way to initiate with the Lifestealer. And now, Afu, the way that he plays, he's constantly off the map. He's mostly hiding inside the trees. And as Team Liquid, you just gotta be afraid. You know, is it a lifestealer and a Earth
They
Spirit
jump.
missing?
They jump in. They find Miracle on the high ground, and they munch him. LFY, easy pick for them.
That's a 60-second death timer on Bloodseeker. They could
He
just,
has the buyback. They are pushing out this bottom lane.
just go Roche, right?
But as you mentioned, Roche, right there for the taking. We'll see a Mask Command is picked up here by Matumba Man. Now he's doing this into a sniper, into a lifestealer with the Desolator. Feels like a split push item, Lumi.
Sure.
Does not feel like an item that's going to let this bear fight.
Also, would not surprise me at all if the Matumba Man wants to keep on split pushing. He's going to go for the Aghanim Scepter. If he's looking to fight more head-on, you know, building items like an AC would help out there. We'll see where he thinks this game is going to go to, but I'm leaning with you, LD. I feel like this is going to be a split push game for Team Liquid to come back on.
Do you like them in that type of battle? Does their lineup, you have to keep her the light, right? You've got a hero that's really good in those spread out type of maps. Bloodseeker, in theory, excels when heroes are isolated, can be picked off. The Lone Druid with an axe could be a threat, but can they get there? That's the other big question. LFY are ramping up for an early high ground assault. The AC still being worked on. But aside from that, like, you've got one of the best high ground siegers in the game with Sniper.
Yeah.
And with the BKB, unlikely that they can gap close on him.
It also comes down to whether Liquid think they could actually still do their frontal push that they always love to do with the Aghanim Scepter finish on the Keeper of Light. If you do want to do that 5-man group up, obviously the AC on the bear is much more beneficial in that type of playstyle. It just comes down to whether they think they're going to be the pushing or whether they need a rat.
Definitely feels like they think they need to rat, at least for now. You see the bear off the bottom lane. One thing that's been crucial for limiting their ability to do that was the gem pickup on the Lich. Previously, Liquid had 3-4 wards on the southern side of the map. It actually allowed them to see that LFY smoke gang coming. Now they don't. So Matumba Man hides in the trees. He lets the Radiance Burn do the work bottom, but you don't really see the Bloodseeker actively farming the map. You don't see anyone from Liquid confident to show in a lane. Sure, they're hiding in the trees trying to get out, but they're not hitting creeps.
The other big thing is that we haven't seen any kind of solo Shaker pickoff, right? Throughout this entire tournament, you see GH, you see XSS, whenever they just finish that Blink Dagger on Shaker, they're off the map and they're finding individual kills. We haven't seen that from Mind Control, partly due to the fact that the Blink Dagger was so delayed, but also the lack of vision. The Gem, again, doing a lot of work here in this game.
It sounds really bad for Liquid. At the same time, they're down 14 kills. They're only down 6,000 gold.
It's more that they're down, yeah, they're only down 6k gold, but they just can't go out to get more
They might find Mind Control. Hey, buddy. Inflame comes in. Monet pops out. Mind Control. Dodging, blinking away. Does make it out to safety. But you know, LFY, they see the way Liquid wants to play this. They're hunting in the tree lines. They're dewarding the map. They're constantly scouting for heroes off on their own. As Afu sets up mid, he's going to make the move on the Miracle here. Will there be a counter? LFY punishing Liquid in their home turf. The magnetized pretty Miracle low. Gets to the shrine, taps it, and stays alive.
Sniper could not get vision for the assassinate, and Miracle is out. Shrine getting him back up.
It does say a lot about how LFY, how confident they feel. They're diving heroes under the shadow of a tier 3 tower, unafraid that Liquid can respond. And they're doing it just with a squad of 2, maybe 3.
Let's see how the game changes, because we are approaching daytime, and I think that's where the Aghanim Scepter of GH will allow them to get a little bit of vision back.
They find Matumba lurking in the trees. Monet gets onto him. The bear blocks the path, but the coil
Savage
is
Roar,
the
perhaps?
answer. Savage Roar, not matter.
Yeah.
LFY slaughter that bear again. He can kill creeps, but he cannot fight heroes.
We'll see if LFY decides to go on the high ground. They still have the Aegis on the Lifeslayer. He can be a great person to siege in the front line. Very resistant to the Team Liquid defense of things like Savage Roar, Blinding Light, Illuminate. And here it comes. But they are pushing daytime into a Keeper of the Light with Ag, so
They do get a stun here into a silence and an echo commitment. Out pops the Lifestealer, gets to work with a 4-step away. Good start for Liquid, they bring the puck down. Coil not available for this fight. Bloodseeker on the run though, being brought low. Monet finishes him off, but has he overextended. Gets lifted up, still keeps the siege going as Super goes for the assassinate. The small dodge by Burrow! Nicely done. Plays by him, still though, they're in trouble. Lumi, Chain Frost comes through. Mind Control on the run. Liquid pulling out all the stops, but might not have the answers anyway. Monet diving deeper, forces them on their heels. The roll, the commitment from LFY. They force the buybacks out, they will lose their Aegis. Perhaps in too far. A gem casually on the floor. Matumba
Sniper
coming in
very
late.
low.
This is where the Radiance could be super impactful. No BKB, LFY. They've overplayed their hand. They're going to lose the sniper.
They ping out the
Monet
gem. Somebody pick up the
wants
gem.
to get away. Somebody grab it.
Assassinate.
Somebody grab it. Kuro going for the assassinate, but the blink dodge.
Very smart TP by Matumba Man. He sees his teammates being dived. He TPs in front of his building and go for it. But now might be a little bit of
He's
trouble
still
here.
going in. He's still diving deeper. The kick is there from Afu. They're committing for Matumba Man. They kill him under his own tier 4.
Nothing.
LFY are not scared of Liquid.
Assassinate flying in. Afu doesn't care. He's tanky enough for that. And now they go back. They have the cake.
They're going to TP into the shrine, though.
Okay,
Look for the
Blessinger's
rupture.
back wing.
Blink into the trees. Miracle. Who's he going to find? Monet TPs. He's gone, too.
Everybody's gone.
Unbelievable. Fearless. LFY are styling on Liquid right now. Liquid pulling out all the stops with these individual plays, but it's just the raw punching power. They just can't seem to deal with Monet right now.
Very good initiations to start the fight, to try to blow up the puck, and they do, but critically, this team fight, look at the way that it's initiated. Puck jumps in, and then Afu jumps in, and all the meanwhile, the guy that's off camera right now is shooting at everybody. Sniper pops the BKB and just go in. We've been mentioning there is no answer for the sniper until Matumba Man survives and come back, and then he TPs behind the tower. He then gets to do some stuff, but if the sniper is in position, he will ruin the game for Team Liquid.
I mean, that was pretty much like the best possible execution Liquid could have dreamed for, right? They get a clean kill on the puck to start the fight with the combo. Not easy to do when he has a Liquid Sphere and a Yule Scepter. On top of that, you smoke dodge the assassinate. You almost manage to steal the gem. The Lone Druid comes in late when Lifestealer is retreating and actually is able to do damage with his bear. And even then, LFY are still diving you deep, forcing heroes to die, and even forcing out that Rubik buyback. So that's like the dream scenario. Liquid have to keep on playing this well.
Yes.
To avoid getting run over by the LFY machine.
This might be the smoke that will turn the tide of the battle. It is daytime. They got the GH vision. But look at LFY's positioning. They know that's what's coming.
This is like the reverse night stalker. You know, when it's nighttime you hide, it's when it's daytime you hide.
Yeah. I mean, LFY knows that the only way they will fall behind now,
Oh,
and
the
they
double smoke.
Yeah, they are
Nobody
so
ever
desperate.
sees the double smoke
They are
coming.
so desperate to find something, but LFY just knows they're gonna sit here.
There's no Roche to take. There's nothing really to lose except the tower, but Liquid are not going to walk in for a headlock siege, and now
they come
LFY, now they leave their base. They're in Liquid's head, Lumi. That might not mean they win the fight, though. Liquid on the low ground, but they have the flying vision they could set up here. Look for the initiation. Who's going to get the jump? Afu has been the solution so often, but they actually head south. The climax, it fades away. We won't get that big fight yet.
Back to farming. It is nighttime, and ironically, it's the time that LFY wishes for. You gotta keep in mind that the Dire pop double smoke. They are still working with a vision disadvantage thanks to the gem. Supports are super poor on the side of Team Liquid. There is no answer to Sniper. This Lifestealer is already getting to be fairly big. And of course, on the other side, Miracle has still been struggling.
Sniper, if he wants to buy it, has an MKB.
MKB is going to be fairly important when it comes to playing against Blinding Light.
You've got a Halberd to worry about this game. You have the Blinding Light, as mentioned. You have that Radiance, so it's a pretty important pickup, as you mentioned.
Although, you know, more than
even
all
a
of these,
Solar Crest on the Bear.
more than any of these items, though, still it just comes down to position, right? Because
Vision and Initiation.
yeah, if you just get ruptured as a sniper, then suddenly your game gets really hard.
They're
Rubik,
hunting Kuro. Bullet dodged. They are going to pick up a gem. And one thing that was really a crucial part of that last fight, where we saw a ton of sick individual plays in the combat, was just the fact that LFY got away with the gem.
Yep.
So they held onto it for DDC. Liquid would have loved to be able to deward the map, maybe gain vision supremacy, but now darkness falls again, and LFY start to move in. And you can really see this yin and yang of the mid game, where when it's daytime, LFY are going to play safe, especially if Roche is not up. And when it's nighttime, that's when they get aggressive. That's when they roam, looking for pickoffs.
Mind control, seeking these individual solo kills, just waiting for somebody to be farming these waves. And he might get it here. Puck rotating in, but he gives up his positioning here by the fissure. Simultaneously, the split push continues with Matumba Man. And he does have that point booster, so he definitely is going for the Scepter build.
Ags Mask of Madness, and we have seen Liquid, if you go back to game 2 yesterday where they advanced to the lower bracket finals, they lost 4 heroes in the team fight, and they took a lane of Rax, and basically that was the trump card that won them the game. So this is a team that knows how to win by dodging fights, by baiting you into fights and going for key objectives. LFY will constantly have to remain vigilant that they don't give up any freebies, but they have tier 2s, Lumi, at least mid and top. So options for Liquid to go for that split push, that bait of sorts, are fairly limited for now.
And I feel like every second that this game goes on, LFY is just getting a little bit more from the map. Roshan spawns, moves C quickly, LFY demolishes it. And now this is Aegis and Cheese. Cheese most likely going towards Super.
Maybe just grab the Aegis, Monet the Cheese. No, Monet will grab the Aegis.
Either way.
Cheese to Sniper. Extra lives for the cores, and LFY still all according to plan for them. They haven't managed to crack this Liquid defense fully. They constantly hunt through the tree lines, searching for the Shaker, for the Lone Druid. Even killing the Spirit Bear is a nice consolation prize for them, but you can see Mind Control just digging his way deeper, tunneling through these trees on the left side of the map. Always trying to stay invisible and just looking for openings. Even a kill on a Lich could open the way to potentially do a bit of split pushing.
I mean, at the same time, he also has no vision, right? So he's kind of sitting in the trees blind.
You don't want to send your base because then you're just doing nothing. But
He's kind of doing nothing in the tree.
But hey, if you're in the tree line, maybe that nothing turns into something.
Okay. I mean, the cup is half full, I suppose.
Still in flame, hunting. Not gonna find GH though. Meanwhile, Mind Control, he pops out top. Game of cat and mouse here.
And I do believe, again, Team Liquid dodges yet another very dangerous phase of the game. It is daytime soon, so maybe now they go for yet another smoking.
Smokes are a precious resource in a game like this, and that was why it was kind of important to note that Liquid blew 2 in that last venture. Normally you won't see that kind of commitment.
Yep. Also, I would say adding to that list, scans are very important as well. When you have so many people hiding in trees.
In the late game, you look a lot at buybacks and item pickups, Aegis and Roche as being crucial. I would say this part of the game, the smokes and the scans are probably a bit more important in most cases.
And maybe even the number of wards, in your shop.
And the gems to go along with that.
Any kind of way to get a positional advantage, vision advantage. And
They're
now
gonna move in. They try to jump Miracle. They're gonna set up. He's got a BKB. They might be able to force it out. Boulder Smash, but the Fissure interrupts. Mind Control timing it right, pushing Monet away. And they'll get that Bloodseeker back to safety. But you can see 2 of these lanes are shoving in, and LFY can siege very deeply tucked behind his team. Super can begin to chip from low to high. Monet, he thrashes this tower, rapidly brings down a quick snipe. Dagon is up on the puck. Didn't even have to use it there.
That was
Rubik has no buyback. This is a pretty big kill.
Yeah, very good snipe on the Rubik because he's just so Shrapnel. Shrapnel is fairly annoying against a pushing lineup.
So they get one. They're going to rev up for a follow-up Infest. They're going to TP away to bottom lane. Maybe they just go for this bear kill. Would be a juicy one. They pop the lifestealer out, kill up these creeps, rage onto the bear. And this will limit the split push if they can finish it down. Eldoge with the Savage Roar.
Shakers on the chase.
Flames committed. Meanwhile, they are hunting for heroes. Super gets up to low ground, or up to high ground and away to safety.
Yep.
Again, that is what Liquid want to do. They want to pull LFY apart, spread them out, and then find openings. The gaps in the armor.
There are no gaps in the armor right now. You got Frost armor.
It fills everything in. You'd think Liquid would be masters of it, given their name and all. So far, it's not proven to be the case here.
Also, we're getting to a point where, as we see, Team Liquid has to worry about the bear survivability. There's way more than enough damage to kill the bear over and over again. So this split push game plan is very safe. At the same time, the bear is 300 a pop whenever it dies. On a very long cooldown as well.
You kind of look at it like we're going to feed the bear. It's about limiting how many times it dies and trying to push as much as possible.
Right, and how much time you could delay with the bears.
It's a min-max problem, but you accept there will be some deaths.
Yep. High ground temp, number 2, this time with the double damage.
They try to hold the line here. The Bear is off split pushing. The tower drops rapidly. Now
ping him out.
moving in on America with the BKB. The Echo commitment with the sniper. BKB counterplay now. He's still getting the cheese. The courier dies, but more importantly, Matumba Man might fall. Pushed away. Chewing forward.
got cheese.
Monet gets Savage Road back, but Afu. He's committed to this. Blinks in.
Assassinates.
Looks for the kill. Oh, get it too. Back for the melee. No, they want more. They bring down a few. Liquid scrambling the buyback, sounding the alarm. The base is under siege, but in the top lane, the Bear is split pushing. It's going to take the melee. Liquid will get a Rex of their own. Can they hold the line? Melee is still up for Liquid. This might actually be a win for them. Elfboy need more kills. They need to get back soon. They got to commit to something, Lumi. Monet's going to take a melee in his own right, even through the backdoor protection, so 1-for-1. But the Bear drank creeps bottom, and Liquid got a whole lane.
How are they doing all of this? Finally, the TP comes out. The Bear could quickly
He's almost
retreat.
got another tower.
Yeah, he's going to get a tier 3. And now
TPs, they're going to stun up the pump. He won't get back. Doesn't have it. Now the tower down. The Savage Horde retreat. Liquid again and again. The rat tactics are working. They might get more.
they're going to get the sniper. They are going to get the sniper. Puck is on the retreat. He's very low in terms of mana. Kuroki trying to lock him down.
Into the trees.
Do they know?
Catch him.
No need vision. No
they got
vision.
into a blind. They assume he made it to the low ground, and Monet is lurching forward under a dire ward. Shrines are now opened up. How does Liquid keep on pulling it off? They're down 21 kills. They're down 11,000 gold. They can't fight head on, but somehow the base trade was successful.
Wow. Split push from Matumba Man. We said that might be the way to do it, but we didn't really think that he was going to do it.
TPs are essential for LFY. Boots of travel, definitely something that we're going to want to put in the quick buy. You can already see the sniper of Super recognizes it. He needs that extra bit of mobility. They can easily get outmaneuvered here by Liquid.
Yeah, especially when you're trying to TP during daytime, right? GH is going to provide the vision. You got the Shaker with a long-range disable, so, you know, on this big stage, we've seen some big TP cancels, taking me back to TI3, but you know, stuff like this could happen in this game as well.
Mind Control did manage to complete a couple of extra items here. Let's go with that Blake, the Force Staff, the Shadow Blade. Crucial for giving you the mobility to catch those fleeing heroes who just want to go home and defend the base. LFY are going to head out on a journey, an expedition for a kill. Buybacks become very important in these base race scenarios where Inflame is hunting. He's going to scout out Matumba Man. They're going to try to jump him, but the Lifestealer popped out too early. Monet premature from him. And now they'll have to settle for something else, the Rubik. Meanwhile, the Bear is already moving in top. They might try to go for the split push, but it won't be quick enough. LFY can back a hero or two if they want. In fact, the ping is already there. Super knows somebody has to stay home. Somebody has to keep the fires burning.
Normally in a situation like this, you get a kill, you go for an objective, but LFY, they're so pressure on the side lanes that they get a kill and they have to go back and defend. So these kills aren't really that big of a deal here for Team Liquid. Big waves pushing in top and bottom. And now, you've been mentioning the whole game, LD. Now the map gets stretched open. That's where heroes like Bloodseeker gets much stronger.
They're looking for mind control. Abu, is he going to find him? Walks right into him. Two ESs crossing in the night. Who's going to get the kill first? Boulder Smash coming through. Follow-up is there from DDC.
Shadow Blade.
With the Shadow Blade.
He's out.
Homies. He gets out of there. Gem can't be everywhere. Inflame can't be everywhere. But Liquid, maybe
everywhere.
they can.
Yeah, they are everywhere. You got dudes in the tree, you got the global recall happening in, and this is all during nighttime. Daytime, I think we're going to see Team Liquid come in alive again. And most importantly, Miracle nearing that level 25. How often have we seen that cooldown on the Blood Rite being so damn annoying against pushing lineups?
This game could end in one fight. We are 47 minutes in. Both teams have claimed a melee. Tier 3 exposed additionally for Liquid bottom. So we could see a rush towards the throne. We could see Megas instantly grabbed by both teams. LFY do have the Boots of Travel. BOT level 2 could well be the next selection for them. And then all of a sudden you've got 3, maybe 4 heroes that can instantly arrive at the Liquid base, win in a split push ward perhaps.
Yeah.
But it's always dangerous base racing the Spirit Bear.
This is where, you know, having buybacks is super crucial. Super maintaining his. Inflame also has his. So in terms of LFY's defense, even if they lose a hero or two, they should be able to defend their base. And I think Sniper is nearing the God mode territory, but still.
Frost Armor could also be MVP. DDC, maybe not the sexiest hero, the Lich, Not necessarily the one you take home at night, but Frostarmor can get the job done, Lumi.
Team Liquid smoking at nighttime. This might catch LFY off guard. They've been playing very cavalier during nighttime, thinking that the smoke ganks won't be coming, but Sniper shows his face on the mid lane.
He's
they
got
get
a
Sniper
BKB,
here, that would be huge.
But if they can combo him, they can kill him. They've
Link
got Blitz,
Shaker,
they've got
man.
Force. If he comes too far down the river, he could be punished. DDC nearby, they might even get more than one. Liquid moving in, they're gonna scout Super right as he gets up the BKB. Mind control one for the Lich, and now he's gonna try to walk into this. Miracle retreating out. The BKB's not doing all that much. The Bear's still smacking him. Super's being controlled for now. He gets pushed away, he dies! He bleeds out to the Rupture. Now Liquid want to retreat. Miracle's BKB expiring soon. Can he win the man fight? They control the Shaker. They control the Shaker.
They
They'll
do
bring
get
him
the
down, but he
Shaker
buys
as
back
well.
Now they fight onwards. Magnetize coming through, ripping through the Liquid backlights. Massive damage by Alfu. Rolling it again. But round two is mind controls. Swings that totem, brings down more. Top lane is nearly at the base. The dust comes in. Mind controls brought down. Buybacks everywhere. Now Kuro on the run. 3 are dead for Liquid. 4 are dead for Liquid. No buybacks left.
The bear is dead. Is the Spirit Bear still alive? No, he's off the map. I don't see him anywhere. And now Sniper gets to walk all the way down to the mid lane. Can GH defend against the world? We are seeing Illuminates being lined up left and right. He's got the vision to survive. But these big creeps, they're going to survive these Illuminates, and they're going to charge in. All Sniper needs is just a second in the base.
On the tier 4s.
Illuminates
or
cutting
maybe
waves.
the Megas. Which way do LFI want to play it? Well, they want to
They
play
find
it. GH, he had to be a goddamn hero. He'll try. Down to the low ground. Sniper still chasing him off, but with the commitment, again, somebody to illuminate, but cutting him off at the
Assassinate
pass is the pump. And now it's on to Structures. They're going to have a solid 30, 40 seconds before any key heroes respawn. It's just Kuro on the lowly Grand Magus. Impoverished as all hell. LFY, they dealt with the split push, and now they look for the tier 3 bottom. They look for the lane of Rax. The Rage is being brought down. The melee also slowly volleyed. LFY, they want the world. They've gotten 1 lane. They're gonna get 2. They might not end the game. They're not trying to go for the throne here. But they get that much closer, Lumi. They get that much closer. During that time, Liquid never got to execute a split push play. They never got to go for the rat tactics. They fought LFY head on. And now coming into the next fight, LFY 2, maybe 3 buybacks up.
We're going to watch
Liquid,
this team fight one more time. You said
very lacking.
the BKB on the Sniper, and he really didn't do that much. He got ruptured, but he does have BKB and the buyback and the BOT to get into the fight.
And they still have the ability to get back in this fight quickly because of the BOTs, like you mentioned. Shrines are down right now, so that mobility is essential.
Also, critically, Matumba Man committed his barrier into this fight so that when he does die and the bear does die, there is no split push. Sniper comes back in on the second half of the fight. Really tough fight here for Team Liquid. They did as much as they can, but the buyback from Super is what sealed the deal.
It almost was a clean initiation on the Sniper. The Lich walked down the ramp like a half second earlier. It looked like they were going to catch Super to start the fight, and then it would have been very different. But now, round 2 of that crazy Roshan dance about to begin. As Inflame starts it, moves on, kills off the Keeper. No buyback available. GH is out. Kuro's in danger now. The Fissure coming through from Mind Control. LFY looking for the reset, but they've gotten more. Kuro will fall, and now Miracle on the run.
They ping him out.
No split push, no rat, just a TP away. Miracle will make it home.
But now Roche is going to go to...
BOT's Lumi. BOT's coming out.
Okay.
It might be all in for Liquid. Go for the trade. Go maybe straight for the throne or the Megas. They're going to be down lives here.
I think it's so tough. If you don't kill the Sniper, he will be able to defend so easily with Shrapnel as well as, just natural range. And he's going to get the Aegis off of this. Super had to buy back in the last fight. His team should give him the Aegis. He does. Also, I want to mention, this is one of the few cases in a puck game that you see him get 25, and he doesn't get the plus 420 GPM. We're going to see the illusory orb distance as well as speed. I mean, this game is all about the fights. It's all about catching.
And mobility.
Yeah.
Just getting back to that base a split second quicker, catching a hero, and hell, catching a bear. They'll trap him in the night, and they'll look to bring him down. Monet chewing through El Doge, tasering the poor guy down.
We've seen Team Liquid struggle back from bigger deficits, but this one is...
They might find another. Mind control, creeping around. The night is dark. The night is full
of terror.
Of Chain Frost.
All right, he's out.
But
He's got
Mind
Force
Control
Stab.
will dodge.
He's got Blink. He's got the gem, so he should be okay. And now, systematically...
Look at this. The anti-tinker wards have been out for LFY. They might just keep that going, Lumi, as the game grows later.
It's been out for a while now.
Yeah. And that's really how they should be looking to play it. Constantly try to find heroes. Hell, the bear hiding in the trees. 40-12, and Liquid are still somehow not out of it yet, but they might be on their last breath now. Coming in for the siege is LFY. The lanes are pushed fairly well in all three sides, but the bear is doing the work bottom, and that is the exposed lane.
Yeah, you gotta be careful.
LFY might need to send someone home soon. The BOT's on cooldown for the puck.
This is gonna be a very
sniper has
slow
it, but
push.
doesn't want to use it.
You got Illuminate as well as Blood Rights.
The bear's coming in quickly.
Yeah.
They're pinging it out. They know it's gonna be here, and they've actually walked the puck home. He get BOT back. They want to gank that bear, get the megas, and not give anything up.
And if this bear dies, they won't have a bear for at least 30 seconds.
Could be enough time to just end the game.
They recall back the bear.
They bring the bear home, but that also buys them time. They could try to wait out this Aegis.
I mean, look at Super. He's just struggling to push. He eats the Luminance. He eats the Blood Right. He gets his Shrapnel stolen. I just don't think LFY could breach the high ground like this. They need to wrap around, make a play. The bear shows on the mid lane. They scout it out with the ward. Can Puck find him?
Bleeding
Puck
out.
jumps in. They found him.
No, he pulls it back. Get out of there, Matoma Man says. It's not safe.
Fast reaction.
Pandas are endangered.
On that recall, and Sniper is still working on this building. He's been here for like 2 minutes.
They're still hunting though. They're still pushing the bottom lanes. It's not going fast enough. LFY, this could be the time for a full committal. They push him back, ruptured up. Monet gets back to safety, throwing in the urns. Super doing the slow, but steady work from the low ground. Still has that Aegis, still has the Satanic BKB, has lots of extra lives. Mind Control might have to jump. The bear's back bottom. Liquid, just keep the yo-yo action going. Slow it down, split push it up. Don't let LFY come. Illuminate spam, shrapnel spam, towers down below half. The siege continues. It's getting low. They might have to make a committed jump soon. And Monet surging in again, trying to force the issue, banging on the tier 3. He'll bring it down. One more hit, the sniper does it. And they've also got the puck back. LFY playing this right so far. They have not made a mistake since that early split push. 55 minutes in. Keeping an eye on the buybacks here. There's 4 for LFY, and they've got the Aegis. Liquid only 2, but several of theirs gonna cool down soon. They've still got this one lane top looming. That's all that stands between LFY and Megas.
Critically, Sniper also has ramped up to Satanic, so try to kill this guy 2 to 3 times in a row. They can control him very well with things like Savage Roar, with the fissures.
They're trying to get the bear again. They saw it head into the jungle.
That bear is elusive, man. The Mask of Man is coming in big right now.
He's even going Deso. He is all in on this split push, but
for sure.
He's all in on the hero kills. Worming his way through the trees, actually painting out Mind Control's exact position, almost like he knows he's there. Could roll in. He jumps forward. Creeping in the night. Afu, the pride of Southeast Asia, looking for the opening, but it's actually a flame. He gets in there first, and he catches enough. Monet moving forward. They get turned back for the racks. They get turned for objectives, focusing on El Doge, but they're buying time. They push Monet around, into the Echo, and into death, but still, Inflame answering back, blinking it with the silence, looking for more. The racks are being sieged. Liquid are not split pushing. Liquid are not split pushing. The bear now, all that's left. They commit. They commit. They will lose the sniper. He's coming back for round 2, though. Still, they haven't taken his racks.
He's got BKB.
Liquid are holding.
BKB activated, and now he's gonna go right on everybody. Super cannot be controlled. The bear, that's the second line to get the bear.
The fissure, now the follow-up silence. They might bring him down. Can they slay the beast? They kill him. He's got buyback. 2 minutes on the sidelines. Miracle needs to get the hell out. So low. Afu rolls him down. Everybody buys back, and their mothers too. Miracle's back in the game, fighting that sniper.
Is this on?
Under the fountain.
He's gonna get left into the fountain.
Chaos. They're in the fountain.
Sniper is dead. Satanic. Can he actually come back? He's alive. He's in the fountain. Oh my God.
Rupture. They might want to go back the other way. Liquid not out of it yet. Miracle with the blade now.
Oh my
he
God.
can die back too.
Liquid.
He fights on.
Liquid could do it. Everyone's buyback's out. Everyone's still teleporting
Puck's
back
coming
in.
back in. They're not over yet. Gets the coil. Gets
Miracle.
Glimmer.
Where are the gems? Somebody save Miracle. Oh my God. Infest kill.
Hiroki, they want the Rubik as well. Diving forward. Great Mega's down. 4 are dead. All that stands is the keeper of the light. GH, gotta be a goddamn hero, but the base in shambles. The tier 4's being sieged.
They're going for the tier 4s.
Every last trick, every last stop got pulled here for Liquid, and still LFY, they're prevailing now. They're gonna take the tier 4s. The throne is all that's left. Liquid, they poured their hearts out in this game 1, but the game is LFY's.
There is no way. They're going to make their best Savage Roar. The kick for the stun, blinding light cannot be casted. He's silenced. The throne is down.
Unbelievable. Wow. Sensational showing here. LGD.Forever Young stayed, I wouldn't say cool, calm, and collected, but just enough, Lumi. Liquid tried to drive them to the brink of insanity, and they survived.
Credit to Team Liquid, despite being down so much, we still see the Matumba Man, Aghanim Scepter Bear able to actually claw back Elena Rax, another tier 3, and just put the fear into LFY, but was not enough, man. Was not enough.
This entire stadium was on their feet the last 10, 15 minutes of that game. They were all in, and so were Liquid. 48-17 the final score, but it didn't feel that one-sided at all.
It didn't at all. Also, that was so many BOTs in that game. The puck getting the Lucher Orb, that was so clowny.
The stolen coil, it was a smoke dodge from the Rubik of an Assassinate. Like, every last stop pulled out by Liquid. They need a better start.
They do. I feel like the Miracle Bloodseeker just got neutered super hard in the early game. He did have his huge impact as he turned level 25, but
they are smiling. They still look confident even in defeat. Can they bounce back? LGD.Forever Young lead the series 1-0.
The legend of the bear almost backdooring Team Liquid into a victory. And time again, Puck tried to track the bear down. It didn't work, and Team Liquid